October 28th, 2025. Again today. It's like Michelle's group that lady is daring the cartel. Daring them. Seriously. It's like they're daring the drug cartel. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're so fucking stupid, it's ridiculous. They're so fucking stupid, it's ridiculous. Today, outside my son's, I pull up, and there's two guys across the street. Okay? And they're running their mouth. I'm on a phone call, and you can hear them in the distance. Okay? Over there. We had pulled up, and we were talking at first, and then they're running their mouth. You show up, and you think you're going to say something to my son? Oh, I'll be having a talk with him as soon as he gets home from work. You show up, he used to call the cops. Part of a drug scam. Over there running your mouth how you didn't think it was funny. When Michelle confessed that the doctor from before wasn't mine and that you lost everything, helping take care of me, and it helped take care of me. You're a fucking liar. And guess what, nitwit? What did they say in 2018? The doctor they were using worked for the Florida drug cartel. He was running experiments on people. They were even taking people down to Florida for him to keep in rooms and do it. And by 2019, beginning of it, what did they say, nitwit? He had never met me in person. So where you're saying, I lost everything, they already confirmed that doctor was one of those. No, they confirmed he wasn't. 18. And you're such a fucking retard. You're as bad as that lady that's supposed to be helping behind this. She's so dumb, she couldn't wipe the shit off her ass. And you're over there complaining because I called her that dumb? She is that dumb, and so are you! There's HIPAA violations. No doctor can talk about you without your consent. No doctor can keep you unaware. If a doctor knows somebody's being hurt, they don't report it and they can prove someone got hurt. Guess what? They go to jail as an accessory. So what is wrong with your fucking retarded scam of a dirty doctor not being one of hers works for them and they lied? And a doctor taping unaware, confessing a crime, sat on it till Dave wanted a divorce. He's in it with Dave? What's wrong with that? 10 years HIPAA for being in it with Dave. 10 years for talking to me. That's 20. Do you know if they pull your medical records and you don't sign a consent? It's another 10. And if somebody would have actually got hurt, you would have went to jail as an accessory. You're such a fucking moron. See, that's where people say, put a little common sense to what these people say. They can't do any of it. None of it. And like they said, they always knew none of Karen's doctors could ever talk about her when it could never be in it with Dave. They already knew it wasn't my doctor. So you're saying you lost everything taking care of me? And people were getting even with me for me telling on people? Well, you know what? That was one of the scams. Agent John went and told Apostolic Church of Barberton before he talked to me for me calling the hotline. Admitted on a recorded line that he had them all in his FBI office several times, and everybody already knew. And then that whale guy sold the login to the FBI case, and it went worldwide, or at least countrywide, on the web. So everybody's got it. And how many times did they tell you they drugged me and told me to say it before? How many times? Started in 18, where he had bruises before, throwing up, infected, once in the dirty well water. It was us. We were drugging you until you say this. We were drugging you until you say that. We photoshopped all our lies. That's how they put it. All our lies. May 25th, 21, 6 p.m., 8921, apartment building for me, second close to the fence in Louisville. Lady and little girls were talking about it. 1295 Fairlawn, screamed at him. Edit the Oakland apartment, December 9th, 21, 4 p.m. on Cleveland Avenue, maintenance man. The white man ball with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street in Canton. January 19th, 22, 11 o'clock in the morning, Department of Disability. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory. Being drugged and told to say it before? Let's see. August 4th, 25, using hypnotic drugs on me. When they drugged me and told me to say it before, and that's why I have no memory of these people, and I had a metal taste in my mouth, and it causes sleepwalking. August 4th, 25, as if Agent John didn't know. They used hypnotic drugs on me when they drugged me and told me to say it before. He knew, just telling people he knew she was being drugged, beat, and raped before the case started. Is he some kind of coward? August 7th, 25, Walmart 62. We have the tapes of them admitting, again, to drugging her and telling her to say it before. And admitting they used hypnotic drugs that caused sleepwalking and that metal taste in her mouth and that she'd have no memory. Calling Agent John a coward. August 30th, 25, in Summit Mall. It's documented and verified. They used hypnotic drugs on her when they drugged her and told her to say it before, and she has no memory of these people. That's why she had a metal taste in her mouth, and them calling Agent John. Or August 30th, 25, Summit Mall. I need to finish. Okay. August 30th, 25. It is documented and verified they used hypnotic drugs on her when they drugged her and told her to say it before, and she has no memory of these people. No one's allowed to say a word. The other one was August 7th, 25, Walmart 62. So, where you think you're fucking funny, like you didn't know they drugged me and told me to say it before, fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. You know, up in Summit Mall, let's see. They have already, a couple days ago, what did they say? Cartel said no one's to say a word. They already got it out of Michelle. September 30th, 25, 1 o'clock in the morning. This whole thing is her family's debt to drug dealers. They had me drug beat and raped. They had me, what? Tortured because they're in debt to drug dealers. They human traffic people because they're in debt to drug dealers. They even let them threaten the agent over my case's life because they're in debt to drug dealers. And this whole thing is that? She's the one that told my new husband's family they could bash in his head, take him out to Youngstown, have him found incompetent. And steal his land? No, they can't. No, they can't. Oh, and that guy over there, she's not going to find it funny when she's not married anymore. Because one of their threats is they're going to dissolve my marriage. No, they're not. See, you little, where the cartel showed up on Sunday up in Summit Mall, what did they say? No one's to say a word. If the cartel has to send people to stop this. See, that's where January 13th, 23. I was out with my friend Maddie and we were in Worcester. He said, I know somebody who knows somebody who deals drugs. I went to him. It was 2.5 hours away. Said all the high-o drug dealers, no, you didn't know. And they were trying to say the agent over my case, and it's Michelle's dad. And it's not, he's not the agent over my case, John is. Not Will, John. I was in debt to those drug dealers. And that's why all this happened. All those people got human trafficked. The higher drug dealers are so mad. They threatened that agent's life and they were blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whoa, I don't believe in violence, but if he did it because he was in debt to drug dealers. then they need to arrest him, but I don't believe him. Well, it's not me, it's not that, it's them. I'm just telling you what they said. And they even threatened to bring out, I think he said something called the enforcers, where no one's allowed to show how big and strong the cartel is. If they have to bring the enforcers in to put everything back in place and everybody go back into order. Where they said that they were going to have people show up, and if they have the people that torture people, to put this in order. Well, Maddie said that the enforcers kill people. So you want to keep it up, bitch? That girl, you want to keep it up? You're daring the cartel to show up? The guys running it already had a drug dealer bring Michelle down September 30th, 25, 1 o'clock in the morning. This whole thing is your family's debt to drug dealers? Yes. Does she even know who you are? No, and I don't want her to know who I am. She don't even know who you are? And you had her raped and tortured and her skull bashed in? I'm sorry. And no, she doesn't know who I am. If I knock on that door, will she know who you are? No, and I don't want her to know. She lied to the cartel, told everybody I threatened her, and I have never even spoke to her in person. I've only seen her since the case. Listen to her friend Maddie and her talk about January 13, 23, where Ohio drug dealers were threatening that agent's life because they thought he was letting all those people be human trafficked, and it was your family letting everybody be human trafficked? Yes, I'm sorry. Your family human trafficked people because you were in debt to drug dealers? Yes, I'm sorry. She's sorry and people are dead. I want you to think about this. And how she told my new husband's family that they could bash in his head, kidnap him, take him out to Youngstown, get him found incompetent, and have everything turned over to them. They actually had something set up in Youngstown. Huh? They can't use it because you told them, I know, I'm sorry, but I really wanted that land. She's not sorry. And he even asked her, did you know about September of 23, where the cartel confronted her husband if he knew it was a medication error? He said yes. And that it was fraud and medical malpractice that made her sick before. Yes. And they encouraged them to sue those doctors for years? Yes. Did you know that the original cartel already admitted they photoshopped everything? Yes. I'm sorry. So, are people bringing up where they drugged me up and told me to say horrible stuff? Dave said it was just some guy named Pete he hired on his own. Just some guy named Pete. I've never met him. It's a black and blue mark. Where they then later on admitted they were just walking up and stabbing me with those drugs. They worked so fast you don't even remember being stabbed. How would you like to not know what happened to you, and all of a sudden you got bruises all over you, throwing up, and severely infected, or you've been drugged, being raped in your own home? Wake up like that, not know what happened, or take a drink out of a drink, and here they've already stabbed you, and you didn't even know you were stabbed. And you're sleepwalking. And somebody's running a drug scam and then putting your head on somebody else's body showering. That's why nobody knew about it. In a pathetic drug scam. Drugged and told to say horrible stuff. And photoshopped my head on some other lady showering. And they already confessed to that. March 1st or 3rd or 21, they put clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. Then later on, what you're describing as showering, ha 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 ha, she figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon. May 26th, 22 at noon. The shower scene done on in the other room. July 24th, 25, they already verified it wasn't me. They put my head on somebody else's body. I am so mad. And see, that's where people show up and act ignorant. Do you know, I even had when my muscles locked up, I went up to Cleveland Clinic. Everything was documented, even there as fraud. That guy gave me medication, I started swelling. Yeah. And he gave me more medication and swelled worse. And I kept saying, is it the medication? No. You have underlying conditions. He was ripping me off. It was, I'm sorry, my son almost backed into me. It was ripping me off. It was ripping me off. And it's wrote up as fraud. Everything was fraud. Some lady walked into the phone place I was at and said everything was wrote up as fraud. Yeah.